When you're suffering from chronic back pain, sciatica, or herniated discs, every movement you do can feel like an extreme risk.
Most people either avoid movement entirely or they opt to push through the pain and just hoping that one day it's going to go away. But if we're being honest, none of those approaches actually solve the problem. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to move pain-free by replacing harmful movements with some spine-friendly exercises. Before we get into that, this is video 6 of my 12-step series on how to break free from chronic back pain and get your life back. It's the same system that I developed when I was going through my chronic back pain, and it's the same system that's helped hundreds of others get their life back from chronic back pain inside my coaching program, the Body Rebuild System. So today's video is about step 6, replacing harmful habits with pain-free movements. Okay, let's get into it. So if you're dealing with chronic back pain, sciatica from a herniated discs, one of the most underrated ways to get out of back pain and get your life back is something I call a microdose workout. Now, don't let the name micro fool you here. This is one of the most powerful tools inside my program, the Body Rebuild System. Okay, so simply put, here's what it is. A microdose workout is a stack of 5 movements that no matter when you do them, they always make you feel better and they never make you feel worse. And that's because they're short, they're repeatable, and you can simply do them anywhere. You can do them at work, you can do them in the morning, you can do them for bed, you can do them any time of the day. So each microdose workout is built with intention, with your intention in mind, because this is your personal workout. So when you're building your workout, they should be focused on some of the following things. They build strength and confidence in your movement. They should activate your core and your glutes. They should rebuild trust in your body for the long term. And at the end of the day, even though you're doing movements, they should calm your nervous system. And when you're doing them, it might not feel that intense, but this is actually where the magic happens. Think of like compounding interest, right? When you're investing money, you're playing a long game. It's the same with your body. Each movement, each microdose movement is like investing in that pain-free future self. And the best part about it is the sessions don't need to be long. They should be 10 minutes or less. But over time, they stack up to massive gains. You're gonna get mobility, you're gonna get strength and confidence, but really you're gonna get a spine that's not constantly on edge 24/7. That's it. Really simple. It's 5 moves, 1 round of each. This alone can be a massive game changer if you're serious about solving this for the long term. Because here's the truth in all this. Resiliency does not come from one long, intense workout each day. It comes from all the actions that you do. It comes from showing up consistently in a way that your body actually responds to, the way that it was designed to do. And simply put, that's exactly what the microdose workout is designed to do. And listen, if this microdose workout sounds cool, but you're like, I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to design this, don't worry, I got you covered. It's exactly why I created the Back Pain Solution Program. It's a free step-by-step training that's gonna show you exactly how to build your microdose workout so that you can start to implement this immediately. Inside there, you're gonna learn some of the right movements that you can do right now without having your back pain flare up. You're going to learn what to avoid if you want long-term progress, not just symptom relief, and ultimately how to implement microdose workouts into your day in a way that makes sense for you without it feeling like a chore. So if you're serious about moving pain-free and getting back to the things you love, this is a perfect start. Just click the link in the description to get started. Okay, now that you understand what microdose workouts are, they're short movements that you can do anytime throughout the day, and you understand how powerful they are in your back pain recovery journey. You're probably asking me, well, what should I actually put in them? And this is where most people go wrong. So they either avoid movement entirely, or they go back to those same exercises that actually caused the problems in the first place. Things like stretching blindly, doing ab crunches, or just simply pushing through the pain. That's what I call picking the scab. When you got a scab on your body, you pick it, it never heals. That's what you're doing when you do those types of exercises. So instead of doing that, what we need to do is build your microdose with spine-friendly exercises that actually build you up instead of beat you down. These are movements where your spine stays neutral. It stays supported. No twisting under load or, doing flexion-based ab work. Rather than do that, these movements engage your core, they activate your hips, and they teach you how to stabilize your lumbar spine without flaring things up. Just solid, pain-free mechanics that help your nervous system feel safe and helps your body build up over time. So here are a few examples that I start my clients off inside the body rebuild system. So things like the dead bug, which teaches you how to stabilize your lumbar spine while you're moving at the hips. Things like the side plank, which really focus on that lateral stability and endurance. Things like the bird dog, which also teach you that spinal stability and the cross body connection. Things like the glute bridge, which gets you out of that seated position, lengthen your hip flexors, and train those glutes to activate properly. And lastly, things like hip hinges and box squats teach you how to move in the real world while on your feet, while keeping that core stable, but moving at the hips. Now you might be thinking, hey, these are just simple rehab exercises. I've done all those before and I've been doing them forever and I haven't seen any benefit. Well, these are actually the foundational exercises to build a bulletproof back. And I guarantee that you probably haven't been doing all of these correctly. And that's why I built the Back Defender workout. Now, this Back Defender workout is inside the Back Pain Solution program. Like I said, you can get that below in the description. So just go get that real quick. It's going to be your guide to make sure that you're actually doing these movements correctly and you're stabilizing your spine rather than having it moving just to do the exercise. And just to be absolutely 100% clear here, if you're doing things like toe touches, crunches, and spinal twists to heal your back, you need to stop immediately. Those flexion heavy and twisting movements usually make things worse, not better. So even if they feel good in the short term, I promise you in the long term, they're not helping you. Simply put, do what's safe and do what builds you up. All right, so now you got the structure. You got the idea of a microdose workout. You have the right exercises, and now you're wondering, well, what's next? How do I actually use this in my day-to-day? If you're telling me I shouldn't be doing one big exercise, what should I actually do? Well, now it's time to bring it all together. The question is how do you actually plan for a pain-free day? Because here's the truth. You've probably heard it before. Yeah, movement is medicine. And yeah, it is. But let me push back on that idea just a little bit. It's not just that movement is medicine. It's that if you're not moving, you're slowly killing yourself. Let's be honest. Humans, we are designed to move. But modern day living, as convenient as it is, it's designed to have us shrivel up and die. We sit in cars, at desks, on couches, in meetings, and before we know it, we've gone 10 hours without truly using our bodies. And simply put, if you want to break free from pain, this has to change. And like anything, in the beginning, this means you're going to have to be really intentional about it. You might even need to do things like setting timers on your phone, creating a basic plan for the day, or putting sticky notes up of your microdose workout just to remind yourself to do it. And you might be thinking it's overkill, but let's be honest, that's how you rewire the pattern. That's how you build new habits. And eventually this becomes your new default, but it all starts with a plan. Okay, so here's what a daily plan might look like for you. So in the morning, you might wake up and go for a 10-minute walk to get the blood flowing, get the joints moving. And then you might come home and follow it up with your microdose workout. During the morning or midday, you might take breaks every 45 to 60 minutes. Even just standing up for a light stretch or 3 minutes of walking can make a major change. You can go from alternating from sitting to standing if you have a sit-stand desk, which I highly recommend you get. You can do things like use the stairs instead of the elevator or the escalator. You can park further away when you're doing errands and then turn those errands into little micro workouts. So for your lunch break, you can take a 15 to 20-minute walk, get the blood flowing, get some fresh air. And depending on your situation, if you're working at home or you have an office where you can actually do this, you can do a full microdose workout. Now, when your day's over, before you flop down on the couch, go for a 20-minute walk, decompress from the day, get that blood flow again. Instead of just lounging on the sofa all day in the same position, you can alternate positions. You can even go to the ground for a little bit, which is something called ground-based living. That way you have to stabilize your body and you can go from the ground to the couch, to lying down, to sitting up. The best position is the next position with this. And at the end of the day before bed, you can finish the day with a microdose workout. Get the blood flow going, get the body ready for bed so you can wake up tomorrow and be fresh, feel good, and then do a microdose workout after you walk again. The goal here isn't perfection. It's simply consistency, right? Consistency over perfection every single time. You're trying to set a new standard for your body and what it expects. By doing this, you can build up capacity over time. In the beginning, you're gonna have to be super deliberate and it's gonna be hard like anything that's new. But if you continue with it, it's gonna become habitual and you won't even have to think about it. Really, what will happen is movement will become your baseline. And that's the shift you have to make. You stop fighting your body and you start working with it. That's what heals. That's what frees you. So now you have the playbook. You know what to do. Use those microdose workouts to build that trust with your body, and then fill them with spine-friendly movements that reinforce strength without that stress on the spine. And then start living each day with a simple, clean routine that supports healing instead of inflicting pain and beating up your back. You don't need complexity. You need a system that works with your body, and that starts right here. Implement these things, and I promise you will see improvements in your situation. As I mentioned earlier, this video is part of my 12-step series to help you defeat chronic back pain. Now, if you like this video, I want you to make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell so that you get more of these videos. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to start tackling this right now and you liked what you heard in this video, I want you to go below in the description and get my free back pain solution. It's my gift to you so that you can start this healing journey right away. And if you're thinking, hey, you know what? I would like to find out what it would actually look like to work with you directly, you'll see a link below to book a call with me and see if you're a good fit for the program. All right, I'm out. See you in the next video.